studios at the Toronto International Film Festival. In Coriolanus, Brian Cox plays a spin doctor working with warrior Coriolanus, played by director and star Ralph Fiennes, in this adaptation of one of Shakespeare's probably least known plays. Our guest today is Brian Cox. Congratulations on the film.
Thank you.
I think the style of the film, it's very immediate. Everything's very immediate. The cameras are flying around. It's very in your face. And I think that the timeliness of the stories, or the story of this play to our lives today and what's happening in the world is accentuated by this very modern style of presentation.
Right. That's right. I mean, considering that we've just had these riots in the UK, you know, and the kind of crowd and the crowd mentality. I mean, it's so brilliantly captured, and the rabble rises within the crowd, and then dealing with the crowd, you know, those scenes where we have to deal with them and talk to them and to negotiate with them. All those scenes are there, you know, they're extant, you know, they're Shakespeare from the 16th century, but they come alive like nobody's business.
My name is Caius Marcius Coriolanus.
If ever again I meet him, he's mine, or I am his.
Ralph Fiennes' character has moments where he is, well, he's a coil spring for most of this, and there's a few times where the spring
snaps,
boinks out of the bed, and you know, and goes, and those moments are I think, doubly intense because everything around him is fairly controlled, and that mostly, I think, springs from your character, who's keeping a lid on this situation, and then when it bubbles over, man, it's intense.
And it is, and I think that's the thing. I mean, and of course he adores Coriolanus, and he is really loves Coriolanus, like his own son.
Father, he didn't really.
That's right, and he feels very, and so he also feels at the end, he also feels finally very betrayed by him, and he also feels that that Coriolanus has been pushed to a point where he is not able to deal with certain things, and it's quite interesting. The family stuff is very powerful in this play. All the family relationships, the children, the generational thing is very, very powerful.
Well, this is a fascinating film, and a movie I think that will open up an audience to people that go, Shakespeare.
Well,
you know,
Shakespeare always. That's the great thing about Shakespeare. He always surprises people, and that's the most important thing about doing it, and particularly doing it on film.
Absolutely. Mr. Cox, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure to speak to you.
All the best. Take care.
Remember, follow us on Twitter at Red Carpet Diary, and like us on Facebook to keep up with all the goings-on and the interviews happening right here at the Panasonic Studio at the Toronto International Film Festival.